What's up? Welcome back to the JV Money Show. Today we're going to be looking at the mainstream media and why the analysts still don't understand what's going on with this stock. They're still confused. So I watched about 30 seconds of this video because I needed to know what it was about so I can give a title and tell you guys what's going on. So yeah, I watched 30 seconds of it. So let's check it out. And I think he doesn't know the big picture. So let's get into this. Oh yeah, as of now, I want to show you guys the stock is at $414 USD. It's September 14th. So let's check this video out.
I want to talk about one of the hottest stocks this summer, and that has been Tesla. A report saying the China-based mass production of the Model 3s for export to Asia and Europe will probably begin in the fourth quarter and could ship before the end of the year. Joining us right now is Bernstein's Tony Sacconaghi. He's one of the most respected analysts
Ship
in
cars
this
to
space.
Europe and Asia.
What do you think of the valuation of Tesla at this point, Tony? How do you even begin to model it out?
It's a fantastic valuation, and we, along with many investors, I think really struggle with that valuation. To us, it implies that Tesla will become, the largest car maker in the world and have by far the highest margins as a mass market car maker going forward. Its valuation is higher than the combined valuation.
Okay, so right away, he might have more points later on, but right away I could see that he and a lot of analysts, traditional analysts, see Tesla as a car company, and that's it. They see the numbers, how much cars they're producing compared to how much cars GM and Ford and Toyota and Volkswagen are producing, and they're like, they don't understand what's going on because they don't produce cars. And even if they produce the most amount of cars, they still wouldn't. But people are starting to realize, like you guys that are doing research on YouTube, really, really rare. No one I talk to about this. I've been posting about Tesla for 2 years on my Instagram, and not one person does this type of stuff that we do. So it's really rare. But people like us are realizing that they're way more than a car company. They're an energy company. They're a ride sharing company. They're a robo-taxi company. They have their own insurance. The battery technology, the battery storage and solar. It's so much more than just a car company. And what's happening now is a lot of us are seeing this, and it's priced in for this. So what's gonna happen is, sorry, before we continue, you see how in 2013 a similar thing happened where the price shot up and it stayed that way for a while. So I think that it's gonna stay around this price for a while, and then it's gonna keep going up. But all right, let's continue before I get too far here.
Enterprise value of VW and Toyota, and those companies collectively make 20 million cars. Tesla makes 500,000 cars. So it's an extraordinary valuation. Clearly, investors have a lot of belief that there's option value in Tesla beyond the core car business, but that it'll be a formidable player going forward.
And so, Tony, then do you recommend the stock, given what you just said?
We do not, actually. We lowered our rating a few weeks ago to underperform. Right. We're pretty big believers in electric vehicle adoption.
Hold on. He doesn't recommend the stock. He has 180, he thinks. It's, oh my God. Okay, so a lot of these guys too, they're interested in quarter by quarter, right? They're interested in what's it doing this quarter, what's it doing next quarter. A lot of you guys are interested in the long term. I'm interested in 2030. I'm looking at 2030 and I'm looking at the price now, and I'm thinking like it's cheap now. Because if you look 10 years ago at Tesla, the price was super cheap. So a lot of these analysts are looking quarter by quarter, and they're like, they don't understand because they went to school for this. Their world is this, and these numbers don't add up, and they can't think about it and do a little more research and look out further, 5-10 years from now, what's happening. The world is going EVs. That's what's happening. We're going EVs, renewable energy, solar, battery, robo-taxis. That's where the world is going. And none of these other auto companies are doing that. Like they're just starting to do it now. but it's not. You can't catch up to Tesla. They're so far ahead. It's gonna take a miracle for them to even be like on par with them. They're not even gonna be close. So these guys don't understand. Let's keep watching.
But we really got to the point where we just struggle to, even in our most aggressive scenarios, justify a price target that was close to Tesla's prevailing price.
Oh my God.
What becomes it? But here's the thing, and this is true also for Apple, I'd ask. What becomes the tipping point? What becomes it to the extent that you think this stock is going to?
It is
to go
overpriced
much,
right
much
now,
lower.
but yeah.
What's the trigger?
Well, look, anytime stocks have tremendous runs like this, there's increasing expectations, and any shortfall relative to those expectations can have an outsized impact on valuation. And we saw that to some degree earlier this week
With the S&P thing?
when Tesla was not included in the S&P 500.
Yeah, there's a dip, and the
stock,
dips can be harsh.
declined 21% on Tuesday. And so, heaven forbid that
This guy's been
deliveries
way
are not
off.
strong or as strong
Apple,
as
that's
people
Apple.
thought, or margins are a little lower.
Still.
Again, the more elevated the valuation,
Right.
the steeper the run-up has been, the bigger the downside risk obviously is.
Yeah, that's true. It's true because the stock is overvalued for right now. Like Tesla isn't doing what, but that's like I said before, people are it's priced in for the future for the next 5 years. So it'll eventually be worth this much. But people are just like, everyone's trying to get in early because you hear Tesla's the new Amazon stock or the new Apple stock. People missed out on those, so they don't want to miss it now. They're seeing the potential of Tesla, and they're getting in now. They're throwing their money in. Everyone is like chucking their money in because they don't want to miss the next Amazon or the next Apple.
But Tony, the thing that I can't figure out about Tesla is it seems like so many of the investors, and you mentioned it too, aren't just betting on it as a car company. I mean, we've had Chamath Palihapitiya on this program, and he said,
he's
look,
awesome.
You have to have a 10-year, if not longer time horizon, and this is not just a bet on cars, it's a bet on so much else.
Yeah. So this guy's like, I don't understand it. What do you mean you don't understand? That guy, I have a really hard time pronouncing his name, but he is absolutely amazing. He came on a few months ago or a year, I don't know. But he came on and he said that exact thing. You got to have a future, 10-year outlook on it. And I don't understand why this guy is so confused about that. That's very puzzling to me.
You have so many retail investors in from Robinhood and other places who I think may be making that bet. I don't know if they realize they're making that bet. And therefore, it's and then you have the Ron Barons of the world, by the way, who come on this program. And by the way, he has been right, or at least he's appeared to be right.
Ron Barron is another one. He's amazing. He's one of the people that got me into this whole thing.
There are a couple different phenomena happening. I think you alluded to the fact that, we are seeing very high valuations across the technology space. These are the highest valuations we've seen since the technology bubble in 2000 and the subsequent bursting of the bubble. So we've had tech outperform for 8 straight years. It's outperformed by over 30% this year. We do have very high valuations, and Tesla is, among the poster children for what has happened in the marketplace. When stocks go up 25% because of a stock split, and
insane.
you're seeing, several 100,000 retail investors own a stock at one brokerage firm alone, like Robinhood. Those are things that we saw in 1999, right. And those are worrisome things. Now, we will not know the answer to this Tesla question until 10 years hence from now. But we do know to get to that kind of valuation, you need to have extraordinary levels of profitability in a very large business.
Okay, so yeah, like he was saying, we won't know what's going to happen, but you have to, in these type of situations, you got to look out 10 years from now. You got to be, well, for us and a lot of, like I'm saying, a lot of you guys know that this is a long-term play. We're looking out 10 years, 5-10 years from now, maybe even longer than that. So these mainstream media, like analyst guys, are looking at quarter by quarter because they have to show that they're performing well in their portfolios to get more clients and to keep their clients happy. But we don't think that way. We're looking at it in the next 10 years. So what happened with the split is a lot of people wanted to get into Tesla. There's a lot of young Tesla fans out there that see the good Tesla's doing, and they want to get into this stock and get behind one of their favorite companies, and they weren't able to do it at $1,500, $2,000 US a share. Now that the stock split happened, people can buy a couple shares. They can get in. They could support their one of the companies that they love and maybe make some money in the future. So there's a disconnect, definitely a disconnect between us and these guys. And I think if they just sat down and watched some of the Tesla tubers like Hyperchange and what's the other one? Solving the Money Problem. These type of channels, they just sit down for an afternoon, watch them, and then maybe they'll be like, okay, now I see why people are doing this. But this isn't their world. So it's fun analyzing and watching these videos and seeing the two different sides. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It is a very small channel, so I do read all the comments. Leave a like and subscribe to the video. I'm going to be dropping a lot more reaction videos just like this. So if you like it, stick around, support the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Pete.